Are you a deviant? You know, like those of us who binge watch serial killer programmes, laugh at the stupid shit people do, and revel in anything adult? Well, you found your people. Join us as we crack open the door to the padded cell and release the insanely stupid, the weirdly wonderful, and those who choose to live outside societal norms. We'll delve into the strange, the macabre, the sexy, and the outrageous. So if you're a deviant, then you have your place with us in the padded cell. The following stories do not contain any identifying details. However, the content and the adult tone of some of the stories has been discussed with the families and consent has been gained, apart from the last story, which I can't gain consent for as I didn't directly know the family involved. This family later laughed at the drama that unfolded with their own midwife, and if you're listening, feel free to get in touch as I'd love to chat to you. Hello everybody, welcome to episode 17 of the Padded Cell podcast.
17.
Should I be saying I'm Vicky and you're Nance?
Well, if you don't know, where have you been?
Well, yeah.
Why are you joining us on episode 17?
But they might just be like finding us randomly. I'm Vicky.
So go back and start on episode 1.
And she's Nancy. Fucking hell, Nance, pick up on the cue, love. So yeah, if you haven't watched us up until now, you've got like 16 other great episodes to watch and a Patreon.
So fuck off back to the beginning.
How lucky are you? There's people out there that are just finding us now and can binge 17 episodes and a Patreon.
What do you reckon that is, 2 days, a weekend?
I'd probably do that in a day, you know. Probably. I've done it before. We get loads of people binge watching. Loads of people binge watching.
Well, I did when I was catching up.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, after you'd been off?
Yeah.
Well, that's because I told you off for not watching.
It was on my list, okay. As my boss, I thought you'd appreciate me catching up on work before podcasts.
Well, you know, I just thought the podcast was a bit more important than that, really.
Okay, you thought Lady C wasn't here today.
Anyway, let's swiftly move on. So yeah, we've got loads of people binge watching and all sorts of stuff. This guy here said, I found my people.
I've seen that.
I found the padded cell with 3 episodes done. I'm committed for the ride. I love that. And then some other guy on YouTube went, just trolling by. Actually, I'm not much good at trolling and have nothing ridiculous to leave other than to say that I love listening to you beautiful ladies in that gorgeous Scouse accent.
What's the first?
I don't think it's that
gorgeous. We get dragged
you know?
down for it, don't we?
I get properly slagged off for my accent. In fact, you know what? There's people that go, I'm not Scouse enough and I'm too Scouse. Like, make your fucking mind up.
Posh Scouse.
Posh Scouse. I was brunged up in a posh area in Liverpool. But yeah, some people are like, you're not a Scouser. I'm like, why am I not a Scouser? Born in Liverpool, you're too posh.
I'm not a Scouser. I was dragged up in Birkenhead.
Dragged up, you were, yeah. So talking about accents, the drunk librarian on Instagram posted and said, my internal dialogue voice is now Vicky's Scouse accent in my American brain. So I'm just thinking, is this like American lady? Gosh, I really hope this is a lady because I've spoken to him a few times now. With my voice going through their head. So then I thought it was just one person. And then this other person said, me too. But she only takes the reins when I'm cursing. So when she goes, fucking hell, it's not an American accent. It's like, fucking hell. So yeah. There's people all over the world with my Scouse dulcet tones as their internal dialogue.
Lucky them.
So guys and girls, keep the comments coming. I'm not going to read loads out today, but I read them all and I try and answer them all as well. Sometimes I'm a little bit late because there is loads of them, but please do. It's just so good. It just goes so good. And our followers are just creeping up. And I want to hit 50,000 on Facebook. We're at 48.5 now, I think.
I think we can do that by the time this episode is.
And me biggie, we're nearly at 1,000 on YouTube. That's nearly good. 1,000 subscribers. So, my appeal to you all, you bit of homework, all right. I know you watch us and you like, but it helps us if you follow. So like and follow. So on Facey, like, follow. And on Instagram, no, not Instagram. On YouTube, if you can give us a subscribe, because that's where it all matters, is the subscriptions. I quite like seeing the numbers going up as well. But
it's all about the likes.
But it helps us in the long run with our going up the ranks on the charts and all that, you know. We actually hit 33 on the Spotify charts not long ago. Yeah, 33 in the social, society and culture category.
Culture.
You looked at me like you're surprised.
No, I'm impressed.
Oh, yeah.
That's his proud face.
I'm not too sure, like a confused face. Yeah, we were 33 on Spotify. I thought that was really good. Didn't last long, like, but I actually screenshot it as proof.
That was a really big gulp.
Was that really loud slurp then, Dylan?
I'm going to keep it in and then you can find out.
How should we do it again?
ASMR.
Yeah. You ready? Was that loud enough for you?
I think that's awakened something in me.
You're so
Watch
welcome.
out.
You can have that one for free, mate, all right?
Don't be pressing no buttons. by accident.
So, my last episode was all about Lady C,
It was.
who is my alter ego. But most of you know that I have another side to my life, and it's gone now. I've retired from all that. But some of you have been asking about me being a midwife. So I thought I'm going to go from one to another. I'm going to go from beating the shit out of people in the last episode to catching babies.
And being ever so loving while you stood do it.
I was bloody good midwife. I was. I'm not just saying it. I was a bloody good midwife. And I miss it. I miss using my skills. Because I was a good midwife, I'm clever. I miss using my smarts.
Yeah.
I miss using that knowledge that I've got. I just don't miss working in the NHS. There you go. Said it out loud. And I'm not saying sorry for that. All them poor people working in the NHS are just worked into the ground.
Should I say it?
If you want.
Fuck the Tories.
There you go. We haven't heard it for a little while.
I know.
So I'm going to talk a little bit about some midwife stories, some funny ones, and also some like heartwarming ones.
Yeah.
I'm just going to see if you've got a heart in there, because you said over Christmas you were like melting a little bit. You're like softening up.
And you said I had to fuck that off and go back to being a stone.
No, you totally do,
Stone
but I'm
cold bitch.
testing the water.
Okay.
All right.
Rest
So
in bitch face on.
I'm just gonna tell a few little stories, and the first one is beautiful.
Okay.
So I used to work for the NHS, but I was also a private midwife, an independent midwife. So in the UK, you can work independently. At the time, there was an issue over insurance, and I think there still is, to be fair. So there is an awful lot of independent midwives left. I did that for about 4 years, and I loved it. It gave me the freedom to just travel all over the place and meet these amazing women who wanted to birth at home. And so I became a home birth specialist, home birth and water birth specialist. But I did have some time in the NHS before and after as well. So these stories come from both. Now, the first story is about a family who had Aboriginal backgrounds.
Okay.
So they were actually the grandparents were born in Australia, but the rest of the family were born in the UK. But the grandparents really wanted to carry on the Aboriginal traditions around birth. And so during the labour, they were really getting me involved. And I was like, this is like amazing. And they were doing like chants and rituals. And basically it was to sort of, they said, to warm the room up. And I think what they meant was to just create this welcoming atmosphere
Like
for the
an
baby.
energy.
Yeah. And there's the only women in the room, and it was obviously the labouring woman. She had a sister there, her mum, her mother-in-law, and the two grandmothers. So it's quite a lot of them.
That's quite nice.
And it was lovely. And to me, that would be a little bit overwhelming, to be honest with you, like that. Fuck off out my space. But for her, it was just the most comfortable, welcoming thing. So they were doing these chants and prayers, and I don't mean prayers in the religious sense. I mean like prayers of thanksgiving and love and welcome and all that. Well, I was an emotional wreck. This was going on through the night. I hadn't had hardly any sleep at all. And obviously my mind's on, red alert, like watching for everything that's going on. And these are chanting things. I'm like, oh, this is fucking amazing. Anyway, the baby was born. It was a beautiful, beautiful home birth. And at the time that the baby was born, the chants sort of increased. I can feel like goose pimples starting already. And the room was like really quiet and warm. And they were just doing like little quiet chants. And they built up and built up and built up. And the baby started crying. They built up even more. And they put like this stuff on its forehead, not a cross, like some kind of a symbol, which stayed on. And then when the placenta was delivered, I'm just going to say very quickly, if you don't know what a placenta is, it's the afterbirth. So it's this amazing organ that we just incinerate. But actually, it's been keeping a baby alive for 9 months. It's been transferring oxygen to the baby, taking carbon dioxide away. It's been giving the baby nutrients, taking the urine away. Oh, it's an amazing, amazing organ. And the Aboriginals believe that the placenta holds the soul. Now, I know that there's some Aboriginal families that don't believe this, and apparently there's lots of different variations on these beliefs, and these traditions are often passed down families, not necessarily, I want to call them tribes, but maybe they're not called tribes. This is a family tradition, and so they believe that the placenta held the soul of this baby. And so what they did was they took the placenta and wrapped it in like a blessed cloth, and they blessed over it, and they took it away and they buried it in the family garden. The family had been in this house for years. It was a tree. And they were basically reintroducing the placenta, this organic organ, back into the earth. And the tree and the earth would protect the soul of this baby, this placenta, until it was old enough to look after itself, basically. So they buried this thing, done like chants and everything around it. And then when the baby would become 18, or of age, whatever the age was, they would dig up the cloth which used to hold the placenta. It'd only have whatever in it. Then it'd be given back to the child, and they'd keep that.
Oh, happy
and
birthday.
It's like reclaiming their soul. I think it's dead, not you fucking hard bitch. I expected you to go, no,
I actually
lovely?
I do like stuff like this, because I'm a bit weird and wonderful like that, aren't I? So I enjoy stuff like that. Can't say I'd want it as a birthday gift.
No, but how nice is that? Like the earth has been protecting you and your soul for all this time. But now it's your turn to look after yourself. We've taught you, this is what they were saying, we've taught you how to become an adult, how to be independent. And so now this is yours to take care of. Well, fucking hell, they were telling me all this. I'd had no sleep. I stressed over this birth, and I was like, eating me tea and toast with the family. And they're telling me, I'm like, oh my God, this is just so amazing. And they're all looking at me going, hold me hand. It was brilliant. Just realised I need to tuck that in. So that was my Aboriginal one. And it's just stayed with me. And then since then, I looked into the whole placenta thing, being a soul and all that. And there's people that actually take part of placenta and make it into homeopathic remedies.
Yeah, I've seen that quite a lot. People eat it and stuff, don't they?
Yeah. So I did this in my later stages of being a midwife, as a private midwife. And there's this company that you'd send a portion of the placenta. It's called cotyledon or cotyledon. It's a portion of the placenta. Take it away, and they break it down. They make it into homeopathic pills, and they often give them to the baby for different things, And they were really well into it. It cost a few quid, but worth doing. So, my other story, again, private midwife, and this lady wanted a completely natural birth, which is what I was into. She didn't want any drugs, nothing like that. And her labour had slowed down a little bit. And I'd explained to her, this happens, just go with the flow. Let's have a little something to eat, which you're not often allowed in hospital. Let's have a little something to eat, energise your body. All right, yeah. So I went out the room. They had some food. So give them some privacy, because sometimes being around people can stop contractions. So I'm in the other room, just doing a bit of work. Went back in, and I went, like this. Didn't know where to look. Put like that, go, fucking hell. So this fella is on the bed, sitting up on the back of the bed with his legs open. Not a stitch. And I was like, okay. Didn't expect that. She's lying in front of him with her back against him, and he's like this. She's playing with her clit, right? And he's stimulating her nipples.
That's meant to work really well, isn't it?
Absolutely. I just wasn't expecting it.
Just a little trigger warning, please.
Just give me a little heads up. I walked in and I felt like I was walking into a porno. Some, labour porn film or something. And I went,
there's a kink for that.
Shall I come back? I mean, I'm not a prude. I just wasn't expecting it, And she's like, no, come in, it's okay. And I'm like, please take your finger off your clit. I need to come and do some check the baby, please take your finger off your clit.
Your blood pressure's a bit high.
So I didn't want to say it, obviously, but thankfully, she did. But he just carried on massaging her nipples. And just so you know, they weren't just being erotic. I think it was very close time, loving time, you know, and he was very involved. But basically, we need certain hormones to stimulate the uterus in labour. And one of them is oxytocin. There's lots, you know, but oxytocin can stimulate the contractions in labour. And so stimulating the nipples and playing with your clit makes you a little bit happy.
Lots
Get the oxytocin flowing. It bloody worked. It fucking worked. And I was like, you know what? What do I know? I'm going to go sit in the other room while you go and play the clit and you can play the nipples. And she delivered in about 3 hours. It just all kicked off and it was dead peaceful and lovely. Thankfully, you know, eventually she stopped doing a thing. But it was one of
the
them.
baby's born now, you can stop.
That's it. You can stop playing with the nipples now. No, you can really stop playing with the nipples now, mate. Getting a bit awkward now. So that was that. Then there's another story, and I, again, private midwife, and I went to this farm, and the lady who lived on the farm, very, very well spoken, lovely, quite posh, couple of quid. And on the day that I went to the farm, there was a big summer fete on. There's people everywhere. It was the most bizarre thing. I'm running in with me gasoline and my bag.
It's not what you need while you're having a baby.
No. And I'm like, right, where is she? And there's people everywhere. Who? The lady who's in labour. So anyway, run upstairs, and his partner was travelling back from working abroad, so it was just me and her. And thousands of other people outside. And all I could hear was, "Hey!" and all this going on, tractors and beeping. And I'm like, this is just not conducive to a nice, normal, calm birth. Anyway, the mum kept coming up all the time going, has she had it yet? Has she had it yet?
Fuck off.
I'm like, no. Anyway, she did eventually have it. So she's there with the baby. You know, we're trying to breastfeed and create this lovely, calm environment. Next thing I hear on this big loudspeaker right across the summer face, I'm going to change her name to Bernadette. Just letting you all know that Bernadette has just given birth to a healthy baby girl. Yeah! And these thousands of people at this summer fete went, yeah! And this girl's going, oh my God, this is the most amazing birth experience. I'm like, this is the most bizarre thing I've ever done in my life. I'm there, like, you know, checking the placenta to make sure it's all there. There's all these people at the summer fete go, yeah, this person they don't even know has a baby in the house.
Who's Bernadette?
Exactly. But it was really nice for her, you know, I had all these people, because apparently they were like, how's she getting on? How's she getting on? And then they announced it on the speaker. It was brilliant. Now, my last one is from when I worked in a hospital. I'm not going to say what hospital it was. And I was on the labour ward. And the way the labour wards are, you've got rooms either side, and it's supposed to be one-to-one care. Sometimes it's not. But if the emergency buzzer goes in a room, if you can safely do so, if the person you're with is safe, you need to run and go into that room. So my lady was just, you know, ambling away. Okay. So she didn't need me imminently. And the emergency buzzer went off in the room directly opposite. Right, shit. Okay. Dropped everything. And I went running. And again, it was night time. I used to work a lot of nights. So I run in, like, on alert, but not really looking at my surroundings as such. And in the instant, as I run in the room and my brain engaged, I hit the floor and went skidding like that across the floor onto the bed where the woman was. I went over the bed. So she's lying there and I'm over her, like literally over this labouring woman. And the guy on the other side's like going, it was comical.
How can I help you?
And then literally right behind me were the rest of the team, but they didn't see me skid and go. They just saw a midwife over the bed. So this midwife went, oh my God, the midwife's collapsed. I'm like, no.
I just tripped.
But because I was like right over her, my legs were like this. I was like this. I couldn't quite get myself up. And they went, is she all right? Is Vicky all right? Never mind the emergency buzzer that's going off. Because the woman's like that going, Anyway, somebody grabbed me, stood me up. And what had happened, the guy had panicked. The partner had panicked. She projectile vomited. But rather than do it over the bed or over him, she went over towards where I was coming in. There's this streak of sick on the floor. But in the guy's panic, he didn't know which button to press. He just went bang on the big red one. And all the emergency buzzers went off. That's why I went running in. And I hit the sick, didn't I? So I slid on sick and was skidded and landed on the woman. Well, everybody that came in the room was like, what happened there? And I'm like, I don't know. And then we worked it all out. They saw there was my foot skid mark in her vomit. Everybody went in a heap at like just seeing me over this woman. But the woman was not amused. She was not. She was like, you're laughing and I'm in labour and I would need pain relief. And I'm like, I'm really, really sorry. I'm so sorry. I just skidded on you sick and landed on you. It's like, fucking hell. And I went back to my room with my head hung in shame to my own lady.
And your lady's going...
And I had to go and change my clothes into scrubs because she'd had a little bit of a vomit down herself on the bed and the rest of it went off the bed. And obviously my shoes had skidded in it. So I had to go and get surgical bloody Crocs. I hate fucking Crocs.
That's probably why.
I had to go and put Crocs on, which have holes in. They're not good when somebody's water goes, in labour, and you go padoosh all over your Crocs.
Yeah, but then they can come back
They're
out the side.
No, you get
Drainage.
fucking lycra all over your bloody feet. So I had to go and change into scrubs and Crocs. Was not amused. So
I love Crocs.
Yeah. So there's my little midwife stories as a complete contrast to the last episode, my lady C stories.
So, fun fact, you actually delivered my stepson, didn't you?
I certainly did. Yeah. He was about 13, is he?
11.
11, oh God, okay, not that long ago.
Yeah.
11, wow.
He's 11 next week.
Mad that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't realise, and then Sid saw me and went, I think you were our midwife.
I think it was the first time we walked into the club and he was like...
What's she doing here?
I know it.
Yeah. What's a midwife doing behind that desk? I'm not midwife anymore.
Yeah. Small world, isn't
So
it?
there you go, some little midwife tales. The Aboriginal one, it still gets me. That I just remember being in that moment in this beautiful warm room. They had incense and stuff going. I was like, God, if there was ever a perfect birth experience, it was that. And she was so calm and there was just so much love in the room. Her grandparents were just amazing. They were lovely with her. And I was like, God, if this is a good, any start to life, it's a good one.
That's a bit of me, all the energies and the...
Yeah,
absolutely. I like that.
Absolutely. So, dangly bit. You don't know what a dangly bit is. You've been looking at my thing.
No, but you gave me a bit of a hint before.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
Can't remember. Oh, yes, I did. I did. So,
like a newsreader?
The middle bit today, right? Because my fucking gob's on everything. And you've been off a little bit. And, I'm the gabby one. I'm the gobby cunt, aren't I?
I'm not going to disagree.
So I think it's about time that the listeners learned a little bit about our Nance.
Go on then, are you quizzing me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's not bad stuff. It's almost like quick fire. Okay, so no pressure.
So I need to switch my brain on because it's a little bit sleepy today.
No, not really. But it's just little fun facts that you're going to answer.
Okay.
So people can get to know our Nance a little bit rather than me and my fucking mouth. Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
Let's go.
Favourite colour?
Green.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it'd be black.
No, green.
It's supposed to be quick fire. Mine's purple. Not about me.
Get to know us both.
That's the last time I'm going to do that. Favourite alcoholic drink?
Well, I'm not a big alcohol drinker.
But if you were, what's that milky stuff that you drink?
Milky stuff?
Yeah, the liqueur that you're always raving about.
Oh, that blue stuff the other day, that was nice.
No, like an amaretto type stuff.
Oh, the white amaretto, that's
white
fit.
Amaretto, yeah.
That is beautiful.
Then you did like the Baileys over Christmas though, you were necking that.
I love Baileys.
That was salted
that one
caramel.
that we had was
salted
dead
caramel
nice.
Baileys.
Yeah.
That was the one that Ryan was swigging out the bottle behind the
bottle was
scenes.
nearly empty, wasn't it?
We had a glass each. A very unclassy glass, a 70s glass.
Tankard.
It was about that much in each one as well, wasn't it? And then we said to Ryan, "Oh, you mind the bottle?" And he's sitting there. I said, "Have a little sip if you want." Swigging it out the bottle.
Yeah.
I'm going to share a picture of that on Facebook.
For Christmas.
Fave food?
Like type of food?
Yeah.
So my favourite meal, like my death row meal, would be sausage and mash.
Your death row meal with sausage and mash?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like my favourite type of food, if I was going to get a takeaway, it'd probably be an Indian.
I love an Indian.
Yeah.
Love it. Biryani.
Chicken mac and wallah and a Peshwari naan.
A mac and wallah. How fucking scouse was that? A chicken mac and wallah. Dear lad.
That's how the Indian says it.
Mac and wallah.
Mac and
Is he a
wallah.
scouser as well?
Yeah.
Hey lad, chicken mac and wallah twice.
Yeah. Love an Indian.
Never heard of a mac and wallah.
I like really spicy food, but that isn't spicy. It's like a korma, but it's got cheese in it.
Oh, cheese and a curry.
No, but you have to try it.
You and your cheese.
See, Taylor said it's good.
You've had a mac and wallet as well?
We can share.
All right, you see. Right, are you a Macam or a Geordie? Or neither?
Neither, really.
Okay, she's from the northeast and she talks funny. So we said Macam wallet. What did you say? Macam wallet. Macam wallet. That's Sarah in the background, our mate. Cats or dogs?
Both.
No.
Dogs.
Thank you. Beach or explorer?
Explorer.
I'm an explorer.
Hate the beach.
I like it in small doses.
I get proper triggered by sand and stuff.
In between your toes and
Just-
getting it out your feet and all that.
I hate it.
Do you? See, well, don't even go on the beach
Very rarely.
if the kids insist.
Yeah.
Sid.
Yeah.
Pay on first date or not?
No.
Oh, God, that was a definite no. Why would I do that?
Fun fact, I've never been on a first date.
Haven't you?
No.
So I can't ask if you shag on a first date then?
Yeah.
'Cause that's a definite yes. Fave TV show?
Grey's Anatomy.
Knew you were going to say Grey's Anatomy. I've still got to catch up. Still haven't caught up. What did you want to be when you were little? When you grew up?
I always wanted to be in the army.
Did you?
Yeah.
You were a cadet, weren't you?
Yeah. But I failed in medical because of me back.
Oh, no.
So that was that. I was 18 in like an hour.
End of your army career?
Yeah. Professional slag wasn't on the list, so
Look at you now.
I got there somehow.
Yeah. Nicknames. Have you got any nicknames?
Nancy.
Apart from Nancy.
Um,
Dickhead. Cunt. Bollocks.
Christmas cunt. No, I don't think so.
You haven't got any nicknames?
Don't think so.
I thought you were going to come up with a really good one. Okay, you shouldn't have asked that one. Best childhood memory? Okay, I know it's a bit of a deep dive this to try and find one, but
I think simple stuff like Southport with my granddad.
you love your granddad, didn't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah. He used to take us to Southport all the time. He'd say, I need to go and get bread when I come. And then you'd be 2 hours on the bus to Southport.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Little magical mystery tours.
Yeah.
Oh, your granddad sounds really nice.
He was lovely. We used to go and feed the swans.
The swans. Are you allowed to feed swans?
Don't know, but we did.
Don't think you're allowed to anymore.
I've always been a rebel.
You're not allowed to kill a swan. Did you know that?
Yeah.
By royal decree.
Yeah.
They spit. Vicious little fuckers
They are
they
little
are.
fuckers, aren't they? And geese.
And then my last question, do you actually have a heart?
No.
I knew that already. Well done.
And
See, it
you,
wasn't that
you
bad,
didn't
was
even
it?
talk about you. Oh, you did actually. You went
I
back
did.
to Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, I didn't, but okay. So Grey's Anatomy, I need to catch up. I still haven't, and apparently there's
love
not
it.
many left in the original cast. I read recently.
No.
So I really need to catch up.
Even she's left. Grey.
Oh, don't fucking tell me that.
Soz.
I didn't actually know that.
She hasn't left.
She's still hanging around.
Yeah.
Is she a ghost?
Like a bad smell.
She a
No,
ghost?
she's not a ghost.
Okay, so she doesn't
She's
die.
alive.
Okay.
She's fucking invincible. She's not going to die.
I know she's never going to die.
No.
Right then, Nance, that's me a little bit over. What have you got for us, kid?
So, I was just going to talk a little bit. I know when's this episode going out? Like middle of December?
No, this one's going
January?
out in the 11th of Jan, I think.
Yeah. So we're talking about New Year's resolutions.
Oh, okay.
So, obviously, everyone starts reflecting on like the year that they've had.
Yeah.
Come this time of year for us, it's still
Yeah.
the end of December. And then looking forward to the year ahead. And I was looking at New Year's resolutions and like what the most popular ones and stuff are. You can probably guess a lot of them.
It's got to be dieting and stuff like that, hasn't it?
Yeah, all the very stereotypical ones. Safe to say, I don't think anyone actually sticks to them. Have you ever made a resolution and stuck to it?
One, and that was running a half marathon.
Okay.
That was
So
it.
that's like a bucket list goal
Yeah.
type thing.
Yeah.
But I think when people say, oh, this year I'm going to start the gym in January and then I'm going
Yeah,
to...
it doesn't happen, does it?
No.
No.
So I've made a list of like the top 10 most popular resolutions.
Okay.
First one, what do you think?
The most popular has got to be losing weight.
Exercise more.
Okay, well, similar-ish.
Same. Losing weight is number 2.
Yeah.
So did you know that gym memberships go up drastically in January? Obviously,
Yeah.
if you're like a regular gym goer, like we both go to the gym, if you go in January, it's full of new
faces.
the time you walk in and you go, oh,
Yeah.
and walk
You
back
can't
out.
get on nothing.
Or you go at like really stupid times if
Yeah.
you're like us.
You know, for the first 6 weeks of the year, just let all
Just
the
avoid it.
newbies just do the thing, and we all know it's just going to wear off.
Yeah.
Go back middle of February, you'll be able to get on the treadmill again.
Yeah. So if you're watching this in the gym, keep going.
Or if not, just get off the treadmill because I want it.
I actually watched last week's episode whilst on the treadmill in the gym.
Did you?
Yeah. Having a little chuckle to myself. Do you ever watch it back and laugh to yourself? Because you know what we've talked about, but you still find it funny.
Yeah.
Glad it's not just me.
No, you see, I thought I was the only sad person that laughed at myself and my own jokes.
Yeah, no. It's both of us.
Oh, aren't we funny?
Oh, how we laughed. So, like, future us is laughing now.
Oh, wow.
So, 12% of all gym memberships that are taken out in January.
Yeah.
So 12% of the yearly gym memberships.
I can totally believe it.
It's fucking massive, isn't it? So yeah, exercise more and losing weight. Number 3.
I think new relationship or something like that. Get a boyfriend, girlfriend.
No. Getting organised.
No.
Do you ever feel like you're setting your intentions for the year? Right, I'm going to be dead on top of stuff this year, because I do all the time. I probably do this like weekly.
I was going to say,
this week I'm going to be better.
It's not just a New Year thing for me. I just, like, if I come home from holiday and I'm all like refreshed, I'm like, right.
And you need to reset.
When I go home, I'm not going to be working 24/7. I'm going to allow myself a bit of time to do this, and I'm going to spring clean, and I'm going to be organised.
Yeah.
I've been saying that since I left midwifery. Basically, since I took over the club, my life is just crazy.
That's the life that we lead, isn't it? It's very, we have to be very flexible.
Yeah.
With like time and what we do. Not flexible as in getting my knees over my shoulders. Which I can do.
I wasn't going there.
But you know, we do have to be able to.
We do have to be able to be flexible.
Wing it, really.
But we all of us, and I know I'm your boss, and I'm always saying to you, please take some time for yourself. And I just don't lead by example. I know I go away, but I work when I go away. And so I'm always saying to you guys, take some time off, put your phone down, and you don't. And then you just go.
But this is why we're here now, filming these, because we are all going to have a little Christmas break.
Yeah, we are. Exactly that. So
Honest.
Yes, if you haven't noticed, it actually is still Christmas. We filmed the episode before Christmas, so we can have a Christmas break.
So we've got, 10 days to go?
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
Learn a new skill or hobby.
I made a New Year's resolution, I don't know, before COVID, to learn the guitar.
Have you done it?
I can do about 3 chords. I learned the guitar. I can tune it.
Yeah. So I don't think I've ever set one like that where I've had anything I'm going to say, right, I'm definitely going to do this year. I just...
See, there's loads of things now, I'm getting a bit older, that I'm thinking, I really want to try and do this or do that. And I really want to try and free me time up to be able to do these things. And I just know it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I've got.
And at least if we're realistic when we're setting these, we just don't bother.
I'm just not going to bother.
No, I don't bother.
If it happens, great. But I don't want to like set myself up to fail. Let's put it that way.
Live life to the fullest.
In work.
I mean, I try and do this because since, before I was in this position with this job and stuff, I hated my job.
Yeah.
And my previous life before I was with Sid, it was just, I can't say it was miserable because I've got a son out of it, but it was just dull.
It wasn't fulfilling.
No, I was just surviving.
Yeah.
And
it's no life.
It's no way to live, is it?
No.
So I think we try and do this all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Save more money, spend less. I definitely need to do that.
Do you know what? I'm not bad at saving. I'm not bad. To spend less though. I mean, look at me with all my hitty things.
Oh, yeah, at the Christmas market, you went feral.
I know I did. I bought everything.
Didn't you put your little haul on the Facebook page?
I did, yeah. So if you haven't seen it, have a look on our Facebook page and you'll see my Christmas market haul. I think I bought something from every stall, near enough anyway. And the ones that I didn't, I got a business card for future reference. Yeah. I wasn't even just being kind. I genuinely I like that, that. And just bought everything.
So that was our alternative Christmas market.
It was really good.
I went to the Liverpool Christmas market last night. I was very restrained. Bought myself some cheese.
That's the only thing you bought.
I bought Sid a Christmas present.
But you can't say what it is.
I gave it to him when I came in.
That's not a Christmas present.
Can't help myself.
So, right, so you
see me walk in with this big bag, so it's like...
Okay, and he's like, what's in there?
And it was a print.
Well, why couldn't you just say, none of your business, it's your present?
Because I really liked it.
So,
I bought it for him.
Was you wanted to give it to him.
I kind of just wanted it.
Okay. So it was for you.
It was for us.
It was an us present. I've done that with Jim.
So
I've got us this.
Did you at the market? Did you see there's like an artist stall?
Yeah.
They had a Sex Pistols.
Yes.
Little caricature picture.
So that's what you got.
I loved it. Yeah.
That store had loads of great stuff. Did you see the Bowie ones?
Yeah.
I was like, Jim, Bowie. And he went, "Do you not think you got enough Bowie art?" No,
never. So yeah, that came home with me.
Nice.
So spend less money. I try. I have the intentions. Don't always do it.
Yeah.
No. Especially not when the kids say, "I want this."
Oh God, when the kids were little, there's just no money.
No.
They just spent it. May's just gone, "Here you are, kids, just have it."
Yeah. Quit smoking. I think that's always a massive one, isn't it? I thought that would be higher up the list.
I don't know. It's just not as many people smoking nowadays. I think, wonder now if it's more stop vaping.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's more and more people getting worried about vaping.
Yeah.
And there's more research is coming out, so maybe it's more stop vaping.
Well, I might set that one for myself because I used to smoke years ago, and obviously when my mum was in hospital and stuff, and then I was just stressed, started vaping.
Yeah.
And now it's just habit.
Yeah.
Like I don't even.
It's just something to do, innit?
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Spend more time with your family and friends. No, I like that. We spend a lot of time, obviously, in our friend circle because we're we're all in the same place a lot of the time. But actually, spending quality time, I think, is different. We don't spend a lot of quality time with them.
No, I'd like to spend more time with your friends.
Yeah.
I'm very, very aware that I have to cancel things sometimes if I'm too busy or I'm too tired or something else comes in the way.
Yeah.
And I find that I'm getting ill quite a lot. I think it's just because I'm working too much, ill again. And I haven't really got much of a family, really, to go and see. But my friends, definitely, I feel like I need to give my friends a bit more time.
Yeah.
I enjoy my friends. It's just, I always fill my time
sometimes
with
it's hard,
everything.
isn't it? And it's easy to say, "Oh, they'll understand," because they know how busy I am.
But then friends eventually stop asking you to go to do things because you say no or you cancel or whatever. And it's not because I don't want to be there. It's just like genuine, something's happened or I just can't afford the time. And I need to give myself more time and remember there's only 24 hours in a day. I haven't got to fill every single hour of it with stuff.
But we do.
I do. But I need to not do that.
Yeah. And I've been spending a lot more time with family since my mum and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying it.
See, that's the good thing that's come out of your mum passing away is that your family have come closer together, haven't they?
Yeah.
Because, I don't think I'm stepping out of line. You've not been dead close before that.
No, we haven't been. We've never really been that family. There's 6 of us. We're all different ages. We're all, we've all got our own stuff, our own families and stuff. And it's always kind of been that way where we're all individuals rather than tight-knit family. But now we are all spending a lot more time together and, enjoying it.
Good. So, and a really good thing has come out of it.
Yeah.
And, I hope it continues because you are enjoying it, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're enjoying getting to know your siblings again, I think, aren't you? I've seen a little change in you as well. I mean, obviously at first, you were very sad, obviously. But, as time's gone on, you've been really positive about that connection that you've made with your siblings. And it's really nice to see.
Yeah.
Because beforehand there was always that little bit of upset that we don't really get on and all that. But you've got this now, and how good's that?
Yeah. It's been 2 months today.
Thanks, Ma. Really?
Yeah, 2 months. Time flies.
Bloody Nora, that's flown.
And none of us have killed each other yet. So.
Well, there you go. Let's hope that just
Take
continues
that as a little
now.
bonus.
2 months, isn't it? You've got 2 months.
Yeah. Travel more. You don't need to travel more.
I do need to travel more. I haven't just come back from Krakow.
And where are you about to go?
I'm about to go on a cruise.
To?
Caribbean. I'm flying into Miami and I am going on the maiden voyage of the biggest cruise ship in the world called the Icon of the Seas. Been saving up this fucker for nearly 2 years. So we're going at the end of January. I'll take pictures and all that. You can all join me.
Find something weird and wonderful on your travels.
Oh, come on. I'm always finding weird and wonderful stuff everywhere, aren't I?
And ship magnets.
Ship magnets, yeah. So yes, I'm going on a cruise.
Amazing.
Yeah, but I love to travel. Do you know, my kids are grown up now and I'm not materialistic, apart from my floggers and my battens. I don't buy loads of stuff for myself.
Yeah.
Loads. Especially not expensive stuff. And Jim definitely isn't materialistic, apart from his records. So we just we don't go for food all the time. We don't go out boozing because we don't really drink. So we spend our money on holidays, making memories, because years ago when the kids were little, we couldn't afford it. So now we're going to go and make those memories because Jim's 10 years old and me might peg it to.
And then he needs his Viking burial.
Yes, Viking burial, yeah.
So have you set any, or are you going to set any resolutions for next year?
So I've got some goals, if you like, for next year. And as you know, I am trying to back away a little bit from my managing director of Townhouse.
Yeah.
So I'm still always going to be the boss, but I've obviously got loads of other people in place now to do lots of things that I was doing before. So my thing is to try and step back a little bit more and hand a bit more stuff out, because there's other things that I want to do now, club related. But also things away from the club.
Yeah.
So it's actually to give myself a little bit more time to do those things and to try and learn that I haven't got to fill 24 hours of work.
Yeah.
I am a workaholic. So I do, disclosure, I do come from an addictive family, if you like. My dad was a gambler, really, really, really bad gambler. Terrible. And my mum was an alcoholic. Mm-hmm. And so if anybody was going to be an addict, it was me. But thankfully, I haven't got any really bad habits. Fucking hell, that I shit myself.
Apart from trumping.
Literally. But I am a workaholic. And at first, when me and Jim got together, he was always a bit like, you're always working, you've always got your laptop in front of you. Can you not just put it down, watch telly? And I can't. It's a thing. I don't know. I can't. So people say, I'm bored. I can't remember the last time I was bored. I think I was probably about 13. I'm always filling it with work. It's a problem. I am a workaholic. I can't stop. I've got to fill my time with stuff, and I need to try and work on allowing myself to have that downtime. Even when I go on holiday, always got my phone, always got my laptop, always thinking of stuff, thinking of ideas, writing them down. I can't help it. I need to stop doing that.
Yeah. So mine's quite similar. So I know it's a standing joke now that you tell us all the time, slow down.
Have some downtime.
Yeah. So, but I love work and I love my job. So it makes it very easy to just fill all that time very fast.
Yeah.
But I am going to try and just set a couple of hours aside and get outside more. I love being outside and like in the woods and nature and stuff like that.
Is this going to be every day or a few times a week?
Just,
or?
you know, even if it's a couple of hours a week, just to take one afternoon or something, even if it's just a little walk for an hour.
Yeah.
And just do
And
something
you need to,
where
like,
you can switch off, leave your phone in the car.
Leave your phone at home or wherever,
Yeah.
because the temptation is still to get your phone out. Mine
Yeah.
is always pinging every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So on a walk, I'm always like this, and voice noting.
Yeah, just leave it in the car and just do a couple of hours and really try and do as I'm told.
Yeah.
And take a little bit of time.
So I'm going to remind you of this.
Yeah. We'll do a weekly check-in. Been on your walk this week.
Yeah. If you put your phone down for 2 hours like you promised you were going to do, and you can look at me and go,
lol. But yeah, so that's, I'm not going to set any like, you know,
crazy ones.
big crazy things saying I'm definitely going to do this and that. I'm not, but I'd really like to try.
That's why I asked if it was every
a little
day.
bit of time.
Because you couldn't do it
No,
every
it's
day.
not
You need to be
realistic.
realistic, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm also going to try and exercise a bit more. Like you said about us going to the gym. I was a long distance runner and I've got a little issue going on. I can't really long distance run, but there's other things I can do. And I need to find a passion for something else physical other than sex.
Yeah.
Do a lot of that.
Spinning.
Fuck that. Have you tried it?
I love spinning.
Oh my God, spinning. I would come out dripping. I couldn't walk.
Yeah.
You should have seen me trying to get off the bike. And
Bridget Jones.
I was training for my 13 bloody mile half marathon. Could not spin. I was doffing my cap to every person in there that wasn't sweating.
I love spinning, especially because it's in the dark and they can't see you.
Well, our one has all lights and shit going on. Has all like a
it in the
disco.
dark.
Like disco spinning.
Yeah.
So New Year's resolutions, are we going to keep them? We're not going to keep them.
We're going to try.
We will let you know.
Yeah.
We've got all these people watching us now, Nance.
Call us out.
That's it. So they're going to be on Facebook going, so have you had your 2 hours off your phone today?
Yeah.
Right then. So we need to finish off there. And for future episodes, or even for a little chat on Facebook if you want, we've had some midwife stories there. If you've got any hospital stories, whether you're a patient or a health worker, that are funny, not the shit ones, funny ones, send them over and I'll give you a little mention. I can keep your name off it. You can be anonymous if you want to be. But yeah, any stories, send them over. I'd love to hear them because hospital stories are boss.
Yeah.
Aren't they? I'm going to speak to our Mabel, see if she can give us some hospital stories as well. She said she's got loads of them. And in the meantime, give us those follows on Insta, Facey, subscribe onto YouTube, and just keep chatting to us, keep watching, sharing the love with all your friends.
Yeah.
And we will see you for episode 18. When it's 20, Nance, I'm going to be like...
After we've had our little break.
Our little break over Christmas.
We'll be all refreshed.
So we'll be in the new year with you next time, because we're still in 2023 here, aren't we? We're going to have a good rest, and we'll come back all refreshed for episode 18. Thanks for sticking with us, guys, girls, and we'll see you soon.
See ya.
Bye. And there we have it. Another day made better by listening to the Curators of Chaos. Thanks for dropping by. And if you enjoyed the show, we'd really appreciate you sharing your love for the Pad to Sell podcast with your friends. Don't forget, give us a follow on our socials, maybe leave us some 5-star reviews, and feel free to send us an email to medic@the-pad-to-sell-podcast, or even interact with us on Facebook, Insta, and our other socials, because we love chatting to you. Be sure to stop by next week because, as Bowie says, I don't know where I'm going next, but I promise it won't be boring. Catch you soon.